I don't want to walk that far.
Yeah, you just tell me.
Almost like a little bit of like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas type of misadventures, and
there's some sort of comedian that writes about Florida. That's not this guy.
More of the same. Steep stairs. Not easy on the fucking knees. Oh, welcome. And it is good afternoon, shortly afternoon, maybe 12:10 at the most. And I am over 5 miles outside of Kent, north of Kent, via the trail. And look at this beautiful flat river walk. And I will be on this. I just looked a little bit ago and said 4.5 miles, so I still have over 4 miles on this beautiful walk, and I am going to enjoy it. So let's start with the good of Kent. I thought it was a quaint little town, definitely bougie. On the expensive side, but it depends where and what you get. The grocery store is for sure expensive, and they don't have the best options. The bars were kind of limited, so I had to get kind bars that I don't like. I'll eat them, but they're not my favorite, not my first preference. So that is expensive. Lodging, if you were going to try to stay indoors, is expensive for sure. But I thought the meals, the restaurant meals in town, were pretty standard depending on what you get. Depending on what you get. So didn't really think it was too bad of a deal eating. And there is 45 on Main, and for $10 they let you camp behind there. It is very tight. We did have to put a trash bag over the light, but for the convenience of town, I got a shower for $2. The laundry at the laundromat was pretty cheap, and I really enjoyed my time there. It wasn't a plan to stay, but I was so tired. Yesterday beat me down, and I've kind of had my hardest stretch. I think you heard me say it last night. This morning I was just in a pissed off mood, and I used that pissed off mood to power me up and over some steep ups and downs and to get me to this nice road walk. So I'm in a little bit of a better mood. So yeah, I would say Kent just depends on where you get, and if you choose wisely, you can still eat food. The breakfast this morning was $12 for a full plate of breakfast, plus $3 for the coffee. That's pretty standard. I had a chicken parm sub. It's funny, Pennsylvania is hoagie, then New Jersey, New York, it's hero, then here they called it grinder. So I had a chicken parm sub, or hero as I would say it, and it was big, and that costs with, I actually got coffee there because I was earlier in the day, maybe 3:30, and that costs pretty much standard. I think it was 13 bucks. Like, that's where you're gonna get at most of these restaurants, so I found value. And then the $10 to camp. The owner at 45 on Main is such a nice dude, and the $10 he doesn't even take, he donates it to a food pantry. So I was more than happy, and I got ice cream there as well. Well fed. Yeah, pissed off mood. I'm trying to think where I can go with this. Really just kind of ready. For the first time, I think I've hit the point where I'm just ready to be done. I have so much via walking and thinking that I want to work on and build a life and be able to buy a house someday, which I am anywhere close financially to be doing. And I want to see other places and travel. And I think I'm ready for that, but I still have a third of this thing to go. I want to finish. I committed to finishing. I knew I'd hit this point, and I don't think it's going to drag like this the whole time where I feel like this, but yeah, the ups and downs, and then sometimes the people, I'm not going to lie, when you're towards the end the very tail end of the northbound crowd, you have some people that I would never hang out with outside of trail life, and you're kind of forced into it because of the situations where everyone camps at the same spots. I hear someone. So yeah, just little things pissing me off. I can go into more detail, but I want to enjoy this walk and look around. And yeah, today was a tough day. I was really in a bad mood. It's gotten a little better now that I've walked and got movement, but I was fueled by almost like rage at the trail and this whole journey, because it is long and it wears on you and it grinds you down. And I had breakfast with 3 other hikers, and we were all kind of in a similar headspace where the thoughts of quitting have crept in, and it's just the monotonous setting up, taking down. And I think I'm due for a night indoors. This will be night number 7 in a tent tonight in a row. This, I think, is my longest stretch, so hopefully Great Barrington's not too far away anymore, maybe just under 50 miles, so I think I can get a hotel room that's affordable there. And yeah, I think that's all for now. I probably have a lot more to add on this, but for now that catches you up. And I don't know where I'm staying. There's several options, but I'm gonna see how far this easy walk gets me and make a plan later in the day. All right, I've said enough. Oh, I need to jug water. I know it had a nice flat part, but Connecticut, just little ups and downs, stairs. It's pissing me off. These are what all the Connecticut views look like. Just a narrow little window. Oh, it looks so sad. Oh, welcome back. And if you couldn't already tell, Connecticut is kicking my butt. The just ups and downs and rock steps, and yeah, pretty tough. I'm not gonna lie, did not expect it to be this difficult. So to fill you in, because on days like this, when I'm already kind of in a pissy mood, it's tough to film a ton. So took one long break about 10 miles in, double 2 ibuprofen, 2 instant coffees fueled me through this afternoon. And now I will be approaching a shelter, and I believe it gets me 17.1, and I'm gonna see who is there, see the crowd. If it's a good crowd and I like it, or if I'm just tired, I will stay. Otherwise, about 2.5 miles past it, there's a designated tent site that has water. That's the other thing. I'm going to check out the water at this shelter because it might be kind of gross, murky. And I'm going to make my decision. It's probably just after 6, so I have plenty of time, even with the days getting a little shorter. I'm not worried about time. It's more, do I have any in the tank, and is there good friendship up ahead? So that is where I'm at right now, and I will fill you in later on what I decide. But a little pop. Again, it doesn't stop through here. Ups and downs. I did get an easy section, but aside from that, it has just been non-stop up and down. All right. More stairs and a lot of bugs. This is not fun. Than a small chance. It's just if he's still with her. Oh yes, I'm still hiking. So if you couldn't already tell, I decided to pass up the shelter. It was 2.4 to the Sharon Stone campground. Now it's like Sharon Mountain campground. The only question is the water source. There was a comment 2 days ago, said it was still easy to collect off of the Cascade trickle. So I'm not too worried. And I definitely wouldn't have enough water to cook dinner, but I at least would have something to drink that I have on me now. But it would be nice if I could just have unlimited water from there. But yeah, glad I made this decision. I was tired. I wanted to kind of stay, but looking ahead and seeing how much time I had left, took a second and I was like, it's a better decision for the days coming up and options it opens up for where I can stay and camp tomorrow, and then if I keep pushing it, Great Barrington the day after that. So I don't think I'll regret it once I get here. I might be a little rushed just because that sun does go down quicker, but I'm used to it. And I went back to the basics: 2 ibuprofen, 2 instant coffees, and that late afternoon push that I've done so many times into the evening. So that is where I'm at. And this is probably the nicest the trail's been aside from the Riverwalk today. So it's a nice gradual downhill. And oh, I am feeling it. I was in a pissed off mood, but hey, it fueled me to a 19.5 mile day through ups and downs and rock stairs and climbs and squeezy little things and all that shit. So I'll be happy to be here, and hopefully get set up pretty quick and eat my ramen. And I got like, not beef jerky, but like meat sticks to throw in there, or just eat on the side for protein and fat, and call it a night. And I have slept good the last 2 nights. So that is a plus. You start stacking good sleep, and it really helps. All right, I think I've said enough. I'm gonna enjoy this last 3/4 of a mile. Oh, so I was distracted by that beautiful sunset that I got on film. But update, I am still hiking the Sharon Stone, or Sharon Mountain campground. it was just a deadfall incident waiting to happen at every site. In fact, the one that I showed you that had that branch like pinned, I honestly feel like that would be the one I'd feel most comfortable at, because there weren't as many dead, like, I mean, on the other sites I should have showed you, but I was just rushed for time. I have the headlamp on my neck. I'm probably going to need it before I get to this next spot. But it was just these big dead trees, and there were signs through here with tree markings about some kind of fungus that's killing trees. And I'm looking around, there's tons of dead wood, and about a mile and a half after I left, not near the campsite I was gonna camp at, but just, I don't know, 2/10 of a mile back, I heard a big either tree split or branch fall off. So I think I made the right decision. My gut was just like, I don't like it here. There was no one else around. Tons of just potential deadfall. So I might have to hike at night. What is this? Just a jacket, hoodie. But hopefully this one I feel more comfortable, or I won't know because it's dark. But I'm hoping I know some thru hikers there. One, because it'd be nice to be able to use my light and not feel as bad if I know them and they're up. And that's really the main reason. All right, I'm done. It's getting dark. I'm gonna try to get there.